too safe. Jeff can out of darkness.
If you guys take too long to make a decision.
See, that one I believe in. That one I think should port over.
If you make a decision
take too long to make a decision.
If you make a decision too quickly.
And Jeff's like, I don't know if you've considered all your options.
Darkness.
Darkness. Darkness on you. Darkness on your cow.
It fully allows you to be like not only DM, but like project manager of the game. You're like, I don't like the way that this is being developed. I'm going to take a darkness.
And I'm going to spend it to be a little mean.
Yeah.
Nobody responded to my GCal invite. That's a darkness.
We would die. If we had a darkness every time somebody did not respond to Jeff's calendar invite, there would be a lot of them.
All right. Is that what we're starting with?
That one's too real. Jeff's like, let's just move on.
I was about to say anytime a session gets rescheduled, that's darkness.
That's fun.
Oh, no.
I like that. I like that idea.
Philip.
Oops. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's why I didn't want to bring it up.
I do. I'd like to bitch, please. I had everything planned out. It was perfect. I was going to have my RPG sessions and then I was going to go to my concert and I was going to sleep in this morning.
I'm sorry.
But
Right,
no.
We're going to have a grand old time. It's going to be loopy. There's going to be a boat fight. It's going to be great.
What? No.
We're going to fight a boat?
Yeah, fight a whole boat.
It's right here in front of us.
It's the final boss.
The final boss is actually the boat itself.
Please let it turn into a robot.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it has like a face, you know?
This
Yeah.
could be a transformer.
This could be a transformer.
giving
Roughly
Pac-Man
everything could be a transformer. That's kind of the point of them, isn't it?
The robot's in disguise. But
That's right.
you never know what.
It's not the boat. It's the square next to it. Just the below decks part is the transformer.
That's supposed to be like one of those cargo containers, like those big crates. I could draw on it with like red or something.
We're fine.
If that would
You've
help.
described it and it's cool.
All right, cool.
Yeah, right on it.
Anyway, welcome back to the 7 Star of the Right podcast. This is episode 97. How you guys doing?
Fun.
I've already shared.
Cool.
Incredibly
Good.
sleep deprived.
That's
You've already
very
talked.
fair.
Yeah. How are you, Jeff?
I'm doing quite well.
That's good.
I'm directing a show right now. We're in the middle of auditions.
You have enough people to cast, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's
Love
always
when
great
that happens.
for
You're
community
like, and
theater.
it's on.
Gotta just sometimes pull people out of the woodwork. The thing is, the most talented people are also the ones with the most heinous conflicts.
Of course, because everybody else wants them to be talented by them too.
Anyway, so this is session 97. What do you guys remember from last one? It's been a while.
Session 96.
Session 96.
Oh, that how we laughed.
How he cried. It moved me, Bob.
How you were afraid of Titus and Davis.
No, wait, not nearly enough. Not nearly enough is all I'll say. Them's creepy.
They're very creepy.
Okay, so recapping. We started off yet again with another dinner briefing thing, but it got interrupted by Titus and Zuri returning from their mission. Titus is a member of Davos's team. Zuri is a member of Micah's team, where they're all like kind of friends, but not really, because Davos is creepy and's got some weird religious stuff
They're
going
co-workers.
on. That's right.
On 2 separate teams.
That's right.
And
One of them's in a cult.
And one of them is a cult.
Yes.
You know, like
How it
normal
goes.
work.
That's like some MLM stuff.
We don't talk about that team over there.
They just kind of, they're too enthusiastic. Don't like it. Anyway, Titus came back, said some cryptic stuff that was definitely not a prophecy. That is definitely not going to come back to bite us in the butt later. And then we got a chance to sit down and talk about how we were going to fight the boats. As a reminder, there are 3 boats. There are 2 gunboats and 1 boat that is transporting prisoners, including the McRaven and 4 others. Definitely 4 others,
The
not
McRaven
5.
is almost back.
It is coming.
Under armed guard.
I
like
mean,
real life.
you gotta, that recipe is sacred. So yes, so this is a prisoner transport. We are intending to attack them on the river while they're between the prison and the place where all these people are supposed to get executed. We have Davos is going to take out the gunboat in front and separate it from the transport ship. Micah and a whole bunch of other people, not including Nona, are going to blow up the back gunboat, hopefully. And then Nona and Dorian Gray are going to jet ski to the big boat once all of the others are blown up or taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So that is our plan. Other things, we got Freya on the ridge watching, just kind of playing surveillance for us, and has hold of Micah's drone, which can also shoot drugs at us and others, but mostly us. So that's fun.
Keep us alive. Keep
Yes.
the PCs alive.
That's right.
Mhm.
And no one else.
Except Leggett that one time. Yeah. Do you want to... I would like to go over what you guys remember from Titus's ramblings in
I'm saying
particular.
shit.
I know you're not saying shit.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, so certain things stood out to me. I don't know if we're trying to address that. So what I have from my notes, and I think you sent us the entire text recently.
Mhm.
But what stood out to me is that Titus mentioned the number 6. It seemed like,
Yes.
yeah. Number 6, there was a late edition, some kind of bird wolf, which is a wooled wolf, wooled like a sheep. And yeah, 6th transport. So that's probably something to pay attention to, perhaps, just maybe. Might come up. Maybe not. Maybe
Maybe
he's
not.
just cuckoo.
Maybe he's just crazy. Those crazy precogs, you know,
Yep.
get up to the wildest stuff. He also had some ramblings very similar to Claire's prophecy.
That's
Yes,
right.
kind of lending a little bit of credit to his ramblings.
And then secondarily, he like saw Claire and
Yeah.
was like,
Called her not you.
Yes.
That was the whole thing.
you see it too, not you, and not you sees it. And then also said something along the lines of, well, along the lines. I'm reading
Yes,
the line
read
right
the
now.
thing.
The switch, the light, the yawning maw must consume. It must be fed. Chomp, chomp, chomp. It will have its belly filled, but it need not eat the picnic. No, just one morsel. Yum, yum, yum.
You're really proud of yourself on that one, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm working on my ramblings and it feels pretty good.
It's so much nicer when they don't have to be in meters. You're like, this dude's crazy. He's not good at poetry. It's not me that's not good at poetry. It is Titus's fault.
And you know, like if you're repeating words over and over again, you can just keep, repeating them until you get the right, amount of syllables.
I do believe you said no 5 times.
Yeah, I was embellishing a little bit there. Anyway, so that was Titus.
How dare you? No.
Like going off script.
No.
We're not
No.
moving on from this point. We want some nose back.
I'm a little flexible with the script. I want you guys to adhere to it, though. You see,
Rude.
We'll talk about this later.
Some of the best moments in cinema were improv on the spot. David.
All right. Well, if we're ever in the big screen, we can talk about it.
I can't
Anyway,
transition to a visual medium. I didn't take a shower this morning.
all right. So we got ourselves all the way to the actual day of the ambush. There was actually a couple of other conversations that happened the next day. I know Alex talked to Davis briefly. Micah talked to Isis and Freya. Isis was like, hey, maybe...
Isis was a dick.
Isis...
kind of understandably, but Isis was a bit of a dick.
Yeah. I mean, because it's like, we need to get this done. I trust you, but like...
But I don't.
In the moment, this seems like it would be difficult. Don't worry about this.
We'll kill your sister for you.
There
Take
you
your gun
go.
away.
And then Claire and Nona had a talk, but I didn't take notes as to what it was about.
Yeah, I just was talking to Claire about the prophecy because Nona has got some feelings about it, but unfortunately she doesn't understand animal symbology. So we're very confused as to what a wyvern is. We're very confused to the part bird, part wolf thing. There's a whole thing there.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't get it. Kirsten gets it, but that's fine.
Kirsten's
Moving
mad.
on. Kirsten's bad.
Are you sure you don't want to roll to see if Nona gets
Nope.
it? All
Nope.
right.
I've made my character choices and I'm sticking to them.
All right.
My character is less than 1 year old, Jeff.
Is also a lot smarter than a 1-year-old.
That's true.
All right, cool. I
some
think
ways.
there were actually a couple of other things I remember when we wrapped up last session off air. There were some things that were mentioned that we might want to go over before we actually get into combat itself. I know the plan of action was Freya's providing sniper/drone support, Nona and Dorian bringing up the rear when the second boat, or I guess the third boat in kind of this convoy, is blown up with demo charges that Mike is going to plant on it. First boat should hopefully be taken out by Davis and his crew. And then like the rest of all of you guys, as well as like Isis, Kainan, and Zuri, will be going on to the barge itself, which contains the
swarm it.
prisoners. Yeah.
And a lot of our party is coming from beneath the waves, like
I think-
straight out Pirates
I
of the
think
Caribbean.
All of them except for you and Dorian Gray.
That's right.
Yeah. And so that was the plan, but you guys were looking at your inventory and thought of a couple of other ideas that might be worth bringing up before you try to execute said plan.
I also, after that, would like to have a last minute chat with Claire
All right, cool.
before we get into combat.
I think Phil, if you
Cool.
have some things.
Yeah, let's talk about drugs. So I was looking at stuff for the drone, of course. We have some things that would probably be really useful to take before we kind of jump right into this, with one of them being the snapback drug that we got from that laboratory back in Nova Voxus.
Neo Opus.
Neopus. Crap. The other one.
Yeah. New Work City. There we go.
And yeah, that one would allow us, like if we take it ahead of time, to later on within like 6 hours, so it's got a really long duration, teleport back to the place where we took it, which
Cool.
for kind of an exfiltration mission could be really darn good. Also, potentially, we have some brainwave that takes kind of a high heal skill to apply. So if we wanted to do that, we should do that early.
Got it. I don't actually know if drugs work on me, but
Yeah, have we determined that at all? I feel like
We have not
no.
tried.
Have we? We've never tried.
we've never tried.
Interesting.
I kind of feel I kind of feel like no.
Mhm.
2, I not going to, at the very least, not going to take the brainwave because that seems way more useful in y'all's hands.
Sure, yeah.
Given that even if I was not a robot, I'm still not a psychic.
Here's what I will say. If anything would produce system strain,
Yeah.
that would not work on Nona. But if it,
except my sword, because we flavored that differently.
yes, because it is a nasty sword and I want it to be nasty if
I
you
love
decide
that.
to use its abilities. But like you don't gain the benefit of something like integrity, right?
Yep.
Because that doesn't work on a non-biological system. But I think snapback, well, it might actually. Let me take a look. All right, I'll just read it. Well, theoretically fabricated for use in rescue work like this, Snapback found favor with infiltrators and scouts. When the stim is used, the subject feels a subtle sense of spatial awareness centering on the place where they took the stim. For the duration of the stim's effect, they may spend their character's action for the round to teleport back to this location, provided they are within a 5-kilometer radius of it.
Are the caves we're fleeing to within a 5-kilometer
Yes.
radius? Perfect. Why don't we just have people take this at the mouth of the cave?
They may carry objects and even other people with them, up to a maximum of 2 other passengers. But
that's cool.
unwilling subjects may make a tech save to resist the jump. This was for the first edition rather than the revised edition, so this would probably be a mental saving throw.
Sure.
Makes sense.
Before each jump, the user must make a tech saving throw or gain 1 system strain point. The jump fails if this would put them over the maximum allowed. A single dose of snapback lasts for 6 hours. I don't think this is work on Nona.
Fine. I'm cool with that. We're going to be separate anyway. Why don't we use it on the people who are in the water?
Hey, you got a jet ski.
I got a jet ski. I'm fine. I got a jet ski. I got a traveler. The coolest traveler. Sorry, Claire.
Harsh but fair.
Claire's powers are just annoying. Dorian Gray's powers are great. Like, don't you tell me, plot. Get out of here.
So we've got 6 doses of snapback with us. Yeah, so I figure each of our party members who is a human person
Yep.
could take that, and then maybe I think there are 3 others that are with us on the underwater mission. I guess we don't need to spend it all. I don't know. Team thoughts? This is kind of a powwow before we jump into stuff at the mouth of the cave.
I think I'm in favor as a player of saving resources. It does feel like a dick move to be like, we got these super awesome drugs. F you, these other guys. You can swim back.
True.
If we have 3 people take them, though, we could also have those be the 3 people responsible for rescuing the definitely 5, not 6 people on the boat, because they can each take 2 people with them. And if they're on the drugs like we expect they are, they're not unwilling. Like, we go in there and then we can work on clearing the systems or anything else like that.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's take 3. Micah, if Alex is up for it.
Sure.
Claire.
Do we give it to Claire? Give it to Claire.
Give it to Claire.
Let's go, Claire.
All right.
Don't give me that.
Jeff says skeptically. Great.
I think also maybe we have that be the backup plan, maybe. I think we can use Zuri for some teleportation, which was the original plan. I like the idea of just kind of keeping this in our back pocket, and we can just, again, zoop out of there and out of danger if, shit hits the fan.
Sounds good. And then we do have 2 doses, or 3, I think, of brainwave.
Yes.
Which,
And the robot can't apply that because it requires a heal skill.
Yeah,
Is
or
that what
the heal skill's too high.
Yeah, it's a heal too. So I think Alex would be the only one who is able to apply brainwave.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But, potentially, Micah could make use of that if we're trying to like overpower these Inquisitors. Could come up.
Yeah. Cool. So then we should maybe do that.
Yeah, I'll take one. It seems like Zuri could also, teleporting is good in this situation.
I think that's fair.
Maybe just spend 2.
Yep.
Sounds
I like that.
Okay.
So you're giving brainwave to
Micah and Zuri.
Micah and Zuri.
Zuri's like, no. I'm fine. Watch this.
Zuri, no.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. We're not good enough at noticing, but Zuri has probably been torching.
What?
Yeah.
Bad at noticing things.
No, they're doing just fine. They're feeling the best that they've ever been. Don't you remember talking to them? Anyway. All right. So that was snapback and brainwave.
Yep. What is the system strain on snapback? Does it have any to start with?
I
Only
don't think if you fail the...
it's only when you try and use it. You must make a tech saving throw or gain 1. Yeah. So you make a saving throw, and if you fail it, you get a strain point.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. And then brainwave, you get 4 system strain at the end of the hour. All right. Well, I'm going to have some stuff in my system when we're done with this, but that's fine.
That's the point.
Didn't you just recover
Like
from
all of it, yeah.
all of the system strain that you put yourself through?
Last night, I finally got done with all of the other system strain. Yep. So.
Time to just fill yourself back up with drugs.
I've got...
That's probably good for your system.
14 slots worth. So
Woohoo! And this time we don't have to like...
It
top
is a
you off.
resource. Health is a resource. Anyway.
Okay. So, So got, an additional 2 effort, snapback.
Nice.
And Micah's going to be carrying one of our frantic stims also, just like for when we start the engagement. We have a couple of those from way back when.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I don't think it's going to be particularly relevant in this case, but I am always just carrying 10 drugs on me. We established this way back.
Miscellaneous drugs.
Revelry Plus. The 10 drugs that I took from the crate of the drugs that were on our ship before we threw it into space to save Claire from her drug addiction.
I remember that. Would it be okay to load a couple of those into the drone, like 2? Would you be willing to part with them?
I think so. How much system strain do they cause?
3.
Okay. Yeah, you can have 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. That's the drug report. Now Jeff with the weather.
All right.
Jennifer, damn it.
Kadook. Is that it?
I want to talk to Claire.
Right.
Great. Yes, I'm pulling her aside, and basically I'd like to ask her to, because we're splitting up, establish a telepathic connection to me and just maintain it for the entirety of the mission.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
The only problem is I can only maintain. I don't know actually if she can only maintain one at a time. I don't think she can. I think she can actually maintain more than one at a time. Yeah, that should be fine.
No problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep you updated on what we're doing under the water.
Yes, and stay safe. And when this is all over, come find me.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And so the time for the ambush arrives. Is there anything else that folks want to do before the boats get here?
One other just team discussion thing I want to talk about. We have 2 bioscions. Technically, I think we could purge all of the prisoners of their
Drugs.
I forget what they're called. What are the
Sedatives?
behave yourself drugs?
Sedatives?
I guess.
Oh,
I
is there a
thought there was a
particular
specific name for it.
I may have chosen one of the ones
Got it.
from this. Oh, Hush.
That's
maybe?
it. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They
basically,
cannot fight or communicate while affected by Hush, but will walk, eat. Yeah. It's almost definitely Hush.
I'm going to, for strategic purposes, recommend if there's people there that we know can fight, purge them. Otherwise, save your effort or system strain or whatever it is. Whatever it is you biological beings have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of us have both.
There are 5 people that you know of. So
Yeah, but
there's
one of them's just a judge.
Several of them are not necessarily going to be extremely useful.
That's right.
There's Von McRaven, who Micah knows is actually quite adept at fighting. Generally is hand-to-hand melee combat.
Jane Clemens is a teleporter assassin.
Yes. There is Elijah West, who is just a politician. There's Naima Malik, who is a judge. And then there's Timur Hassan, who is a Acolyte of the End sect leader, but did preach peace and nonviolence. So I'm not entirely sure if you're going to get them to,
Violence.
perform violence.
I'm a pacifist.
We get you
but-
to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
with 1,000-yard
Okay,
stare.
so yes, Vaughn McRaven, yes, Jane Clemens, maybe Timer Hassan, no on the others. Just like
yeah, well,
for saving resources purposes.
Yeah,
we'll see how it feels when we get there.
Timer
right.
is also a telepath.
That's
so
right. So if we need to see the future more, and
no,
crazy,
that's not how that works.
Oh no,
That's only how
telepath,
Claire
Titus
works.
is
telepath,
mind.
not.
That's only how Claire works.
That's right. That's right. I got this confused because
Claire is your telepath and also
that's right.
is a precog.
And I'm very tired. Leave me alone. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so I want to describe some things. So I think actually Nona would be the only person who would see this.
You're welcome, Jeff. Describe your scenery.
Yeah, because everyone else is going to be
Underwater.
freaking underwater.
It's a poor craftsman who blames his tools, Jeff. Speak to me of rushing water, of wet rock.
You just hear
of rising bubbles. Beautiful.
You know, my drone can see everything in exquisite detail and UV light.
But that's an
But
NPC
it's not
is
yours.
driving it.
Freya's driving it.
Okay, what, Freya doesn't matter?
Tell us what Freya sees.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to do that. And so at about the time you would expect this to come through. Now, you're not exactly sure when this convoy would be coming through. And so in all likelihood, you all would have been waiting at the bottom of this river for at least probably 30 minutes, possibly closer to an hour, hour and a half as you set this trap. Dorian Gray and Nona are sitting in their jet ski in a little alcove waiting and just watching for basically the signal, which would be a huge avalanche, which Devas is going to provide.
I thought we were going to have a team like earlier on that would be able to tell us who was coming. Like we were going to send somebody. Did we not do that?
No.
Okay, cool. Waiting for Rox. Got it.
Yeah, I don't want to like overuse the drone too much, but would it be able to like see them coming without necessarily being spotted, or would that be a big risk from like within 2 kilometers? Because they can like read lips from 2 kilometers away.
When does Wonder Woman show up?
That's a reference I did not get. But to answer Philip's question, yes, you should be able to use it. So that's actually a good opportunity to kind of scout. It would theoretically maybe be picked up. That's the only concern. It might give away your position. But if you want to tell Freya to do that, she can absolutely do that.
Yeah, it does feel like that's too big a risk if there's kind of a reasonable chance of it being spotted.
Cool.
Right.
So, guess not.
Okay, we'll just wait for rocks then.
And Claire can be telepathically connected to all of the different groups and kind of act as this nexus to provide. She's basically just the post office.
I love that for her. It's a good job for a reminder to have.
And no, you're the only one who sees this. Dorian Gray has been probably pretty quiet, doesn't really talk all that much, is just kind of whittling away once more.
You've got your what is it, idle animation?
Yeah, that's her idle animation. She pulls out a piece of wood and starts whittling it.
What
away.
animal is it this time, Jeff?
A panther.
Oh, that's so much better than a deer.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You got to get in the right mindset. You know? Anyway,
Rawr.
not to belabor the point. You see a figure up on the ridge where you guys all came from, where Freya is also kind of stationed, likely prone, kind of has a nice sniper nest. You see this lone figure in these baggy robes that are just flapping in the wind. And he steps up to this pile of rocks that came from this mine that you guys all came from. Just an absolute pile that has started to just slide down the side of this cliffside. And you hear in the distance the whirring of an engine as pretty quickly a speedboat pulls right on ahead of you. This does appear to be a silence operative boat, followed then shortly by a large barge. That's a fun word to say, large barge.
That's 2 words, in fact.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And then followed by a third boat. They're all pretty close together. And as this first boat starts to cross in front of Devas, you see him lay a single hand on this massive boulder. And all of a sudden, the boulder shoots off away from him, almost like a cannon, causing an extreme avalanche just of all of these rocks that were piled one together to start sliding down. In fact, you see that, actually we can roll for this. Let's see how well he does.
Oops.
Not well.
Devas, you had one job.
Wait, isn't it a 2d6?
I was just rolling a d20 and seeing what I got.
Damn.
You want me to do that? All right, hold on.
The distribution is so
Make
much
a
different.
skill.
It's so different.
That is slightly better.
Ha
So he clips the back end of the first speedboat, but most importantly blocks the movement of the barge as it comes to a stop right in front of this massive pile of rocks that is now blocking this riverway. You are not sure what happened to the primary boat, the first one in the formation, but you see this lone figure, Devas, jump down almost extremely gracefully. Like he jumps from a height and then almost slow falls. Yeah, he feather falls almost until you can no longer see him. And then shortly thereafter,
screams.
You hear, and he's dead. Davis is dead.
Hooray!
There's 2 problems solved. And you start to hear the echoes of gunfire against the canyon walls. And that is Claire heard the Davis give the order. She gives you the order, Micah, and gives you the thumbs up. And you guys start making your way to the secondary boat, which has stopped behind the barge. So how many demo charges do you have?
So I have 2 on me from our previous adventures. I think when I asked Isis the other night, she said they had a couple more that we might be able to use, something like that.
Yep.
So let's say 4 then.
Okay. Are you going to plant and then immediately blow it up? Or I assume you need to move away from it a little bit.
That's these are shaped charges, I think, so not that much. But yeah, The idea is to set these and then blow them up very shortly after.
Do you remember the what you roll for them?
It's like 3d10, I think.
Oh,
It's
that sounds about
3d10.
right.
It gets through armor. We looked that up specifically last time.
And it kills boats.
It does. It
Mhm.
just straight up. If
They
it's
stop-
a boat, it's dead.
They stop living.
Oh no, our final boss.
The Optimus.
yeah, it's any objects within 20 meters, so you will need to step away from it.
Any object. Okay, fair enough.
Cool.
But it is
I am
sufficient to
no
blow
object.
a 4-meter wide hole in anything short of a reinforced wall. So
That's right. And you were trying to decide last time whether a boat was just entirely reinforced wall or not. We decided it was not.
So you probably split it up amongst several people.
Mhm.
Likely gave one to Claire, one to Isis, and probably one to Kynon. And you all have the boat stop ahead of you. Can you guys swim using this thing that you guys have?
I don't zoom people around, but I asked everyone if they were able to swim before we started this.
Yeah. All right. So you guys swim up. Can I get a skill check from you, Micah?
Sure. What kind?
That is a reasonable question to ask. I don't have all of the things. I'm going to say
Exert?
dexterity, like exert. Yeah,
Cool.
dexterity or strength exert.
Okay. It's not amazing. 6.
Okay. So this whole process takes a little bit longer than you would have liked, and also it's a boat. It is able to move decently fast. Claire and Isis are able to make it to the boat and place a demo charge on it, but it starts to turn away from you as you're about to try and put it on. You do see 2 demo charges on it, both of Isis's. Kynon also was too slow and unable to get to the boat in time. It pulled up to the behind of the barge and then started to like turn around, likely aware that there may be some kind of attack happening and starting to take point and trying to make sure to get the barge around. But you do have 2 demo charges on it. So I'm going to roll 3d10 and you also roll 3d10 for Isis's,
Okay.
because it's fun to roll 3d10.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what'd you get?
Isis got 16 damage.
Okay, Claire got a total of 21 damage.
Of course you did.
That's enough to sink the boat.
Yay!
So you guys all swim away with 2 demo charges unspent that you and Kynon both have. But the boat, as it starts to speed away, likely trying to scout the next route, has 2 massive holes in its hull and starts to sink. It doesn't completely explode, like doesn't necessarily do like one of those Michael Bay, like everything's on fire and everyone on there is dead. But the boat is going down. But as you're aware of from the briefing, that likely has 5 silence operatives on it, 1 prime and 4 standard operatives. That explosion has likely alerted anyone on the barge to an impending attack if the landslide itself did not.
Yes.
And so I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative. So here, because Zuri, Isis, and Kynon are with you guys, I'm going to hand wave them in some of the fights that they're having so I don't have to, play with myself for the majority of this combat.
Awkward.
Yes, that was awkward phrasing. So I'm just going to have them kind of off to the side. Now I'll roll general results to see how they're generally doing. Okay. Micah, what did you get?
Got a 3.
Nona?
7.
And Alex?
An 8.
And Dorian Gray, I have to roll for. Dorian Gray is primarily going to drive around this and provide like shooting
I
opportunities.
Moral
think
support.
part of
moral
my
support.
plan, like we need to get me on the boat, but we also need to get all of the swimmer people on the boat. And so if anybody's having trouble with that, the idea was to sort of use the jet ski to get them over there faster or
Okay.
help.
So it's not necessarily you were providing support by riding around on a jet ski. You're intending to enter onto the boat.
I'm
as well.
intending to enter onto the boat.
Okay. All right. Well, then Dorian Gray will just kind of like speed around and provide support, and I won't necessarily track her then. Okay. So Now it's time to describe the battle map that has been sitting out in front of us for a little bit.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
It's a big boat. Each square is 5 meters. Is that right? No, that seems way too big. 2.5 meters.
Fair enough.
All right.
Can I get I don't think I'm going to give a wisdom notice. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So you guys are all coming down from below deck. You don't necessarily know where folks are. And so I'm not going to populate this until you have gotten on deck with people. So feel free to put yourself on the boat. Nona.
Where do we get on from?
You can get on from the sides, anywhere
Okay.
along the rim of the boat.
Just
Yeah,
any periphery? Okay.
Let me describe some of these things. So this is quite a large barge. It has 2 cargo containers at the front of the boat that are tall enough that you would be able to take cover on, pretty much like full cover. Additionally, you have a small, like I would say, knee to hip high rim in the middle of this boat that have these large gates, large swinging doors on the top of it, which basically allow you to open up this and put things down below deck, kind of like with a cargo or a crane, like pulling things in and out. You'd be able to squat behind it to gain some semblance of cover, but anyone that has a height advantage on you would be able to, completely negate that. And speaking of height advantage, you see all the way at the back, there is a small tower that is clearly where the bridge is, where whoever is driving the boat is there. You see on either side of this bridge are stairs up to this, and there's a large glass pane in front. Down below, underneath the bridge, are a couple of doors, which you would assume lead below deck. And that is what you see closer to me is the below deck area, but I have not populated it with anything because you cannot see what's there yet.
Right.
Do you have any questions about all of that? Also, the little bits on the end are just engines, kind of like the propellers. So
Sure.
don't go near them.
Or throw people
Or
into
throw
them.
people into them. The barge is kind of stopped at this point. You can tell that it's trying to turn, but it's a barge. It's going to take a while for it to do anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we're hoping to get on and get off with the people before then.
Yeah. So, where do you guys want to go?
We get on all together where the ladder is.
Boat.
Yeah, boat.
Yeah. Boat.
Boat.
Okay.
We are all just kind of on one side. Well, is Nona going to be there immediately?
Nona's not going to be there immediately.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Boat.
That's fine.
So we've got, 3 of us just coming up pretty much next to each other on one side of the boat.
I was kind of hoping to get there faster because I was on a jet ski and they were swimming, but
Oh,
Jet
do you want
ski.
to? Okay. I was thinking like they would get up and then you would join, as opposed to like you get up by yourself and now everyone takes a look at you. Does that
What's
make
the-
sense?
what's
no,
the-
that's fair.
What's the DC on like a sick jump?
Yeah, like a
to,
sick
like,
jump.
Get onto the tower.
I
with
can't
the
give you
guards.
the DC, but if you want to roll a
No,
strength or
just
dexterity.
Fine. I will be behind everybody else. We get on the boat. Let's start this damn party.
Okay. And then I'm going to have, do you have Kainan, Isis, and Zuriel join you guys as well?
Yes, we're attempting to swarm. The whole idea was swarm. As many people as we can get onto the boat, we get onto the boat.
They'll go in through the engines.
They'll
Nobody
never
will
see it
expect
coming.
it.
Oh God!
Okay.
They can grab onto the propeller and then they let go and they get
They
catapulted
flung way
up
And
onto
onto
do
the
cool
tower.
jump.
and
Yeah.
control the boat.
Yeah.
I'm going to be off from Mike for a little bit, so.
There are no rules anymore. Jeff's
We
fully
run.
over. Jeff's standing over the board like a lame person.
So we've got different colors of units here, which makes sense.
Look at him playing with
I
his
don't think-
dumb little
It's
pawns.
just little toys.
Little
Oh no,
toys.
is this what the prophecy foretold?
Oh, there's 3 of them right there. Oh wait, no, those are friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're unpainted, just
Quick,
like
kill
us.
them.
All right, got to roll for each one of these now.
Okay.
They did shit.
Good.
They also did shit.
Okay.
They did not do shit.
Oh no.
Cool.
They did shit.
Oh.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So we've got there. I don't know. You're going to be pretty all right.
Can't know
Considering
that, Jeff.
You are going to enter basically second in line.
Yay!
Micah, what is your dex?
My dex number is 11.
I'm going to give you that over Claire. Okay. So you guys have all decided to enter on the same side. Could you put Claire in the she's like kind of like straddling two separate ones right now. Okay. Yeah. Leave Alex all by himself.
Do you want to be there or whenever?
I mean, I can go one. Oh, that's fine. Was Claire? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway, that's fine. All right. Everyone is in a square except for that one pawn, which we'll figure out who that is. So the three white pawns are Isis, Zuri, and Kainan. I'm not keeping strong track of them. I'm going to roll for them just to see how this in general goes for them. And you see a group of surprised guards. They are kind of spread out right now. There's one who is only about 5 meters away from all six of you as you pull yourselves up. And it was like, oh, this is my day, huh?
Hey.
I'm in danger.
And we start off with Alex. You have that man right in front of you. You also have the door to the deck below, 7 or 8 meters in front of you as well.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Good.
Okay.
Love that.
Here we go. That is a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Okay. And now I will roll my damage. That is 8 damage. 8 bullet damage.
8 bullet damage. He's not doing well.
I would expect that. All within my calculations. If you were like, he eats the bullet and heals 8, I'd be like, oh,
This is a problem.
this is different.
We miscalculated.
And I will rush this way.
Mhm.
And
So you're off to the side of the stairs then.
yes.
Okay.
Is there room like under the stairs? Is there any way?
Yeah, I would give you that. We would want to do something so we could show that you're not on top of the stairs, but you can hide underneath the stairs. I was thinking of them as kind of just like
Okay.
the floating stairs
Great.
with a railing.
And if anybody tries to come down the stairs, I'm going for those ankles.
Oh,
Bite
you're
'em.
like grab them,
Yeah, and trip them down the stairs.
down the stairs. Sure.
Okay.
Love that.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure you can do that because you've already used your action to shoot. But
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We don't get reactions in this game.
We'll see, Jeff.
oh, you got a snapshot.
I go, "Ah,
Yeah. All right. So that was Alex. Nona, you are pulled up to the side by Dorian Gray.
Can I get on the boat?
Yes, I'm going to say that is your movement, though. So you do have an action.
So I
but your
can't
movement,
even get over to that guy.
No,
Okay. Cool.
you're on the boat where Alex, I think, just left. Oh yeah, wherever you want to be.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I see the people driving?
I think there is you see some figures moving in there, but they would absolutely get some cover and also.
Let me
it is
reword
day.
this. Can I target them with Terminus Est?
Oh, what is the exact?
Yeah, I think it was range of sight, but I will double check.
A visible target.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to target the two figures who appear to be driving.
Okay.
I believe that does. I had this all written down somewhere and it got lost. Actually, you might have it, Jeff. But
I
what-
have it in front. What do you
Yeah.
want?
how much damage it does to me when I use a special power. I think it's 1d4 plus 1 or something.
Oh, yes. I think I put it in an email to you because it's not actually.
Yeah. It's been a bit. I should have this.
Yeah, I think 1d4 plus 1 sounds reasonable to me.
Cool. Yeah, so then I will use my special power to target those two. And since I can't reach the dude in front of me, he can live for now.
Okay.
That is a total of 2 damage.
Right, because just enacting that will hurt you.
That's right.
Okay. And now
Evil
you are
slut.
making this attack.
Now I'm making
I
an
think it's the
attack.
same
I've got those
roll
stats,
against
yeah.
everything. Okay.
Okay. That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits both of them.
Cool. And then 11 damage.
Dear Lord. All right. Let's go. So it is now the Green Pawn's turn, and you see like a shadow appear behind both people who are kind of at the front of this bridge. And these two shadows synchronously with each other all take a swipe at the two people driving the boat and seem to deal some damage. The one on the left side looks out towards you, Micah, and you feel what can only be described as metadimensional friction. You feel your powers, but you feel as if, like, as soon as you try to use them, there is some kind of repercussion there. You're not entirely sure what exactly happened, but it's harder to use your powers. And if you try and push through that, you are going to damage yourself in some way.
And this feels different from the like static effect.
That is correct. It's
Okay.
not negating anything. It's just you feel this overwhelming weight upon you. And actually, as you look around, all of your teammates and Alex, you feel it too.
Who is not Micah's teammate.
Who is not Micah's teammate.
Got it.
Well, teammates is in Micah's.
And also not
ISIS.
visible because
Gotcha. So those
he's under
four
the
and then this
stairs.
guy over here.
It seems like it was centered on Micah.
Cool.
No,
But-
you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang. Okay.
And
But you already have all your stuff active. That
Well,
was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
don't switch
Which is
weapons.
true. I mean, that's just the question: is the stuff that I already have kind of passively active? If that's going to mess with me, if I try to like
Fire a gun?
swing my I-beam around, which is the one that I have right now.
Oh, I thought you were going to do gun and then take my poison knife.
You were going to give me the poison.
I gave you the poison knife.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's do that.
And I think, I'm not entirely sure how this works, because can you still have, so right now, all the Green Pawn would need to do, Nona, in order to break line of sight is to duck down. They were planning to duck down to take cover just in general, but that obviously wouldn't necessarily help with the shadow behind them. But
That's
I'm
right.
guessing that means, like, as soon as you can no longer see them, I would assume that shadow kind of is unable
I
to
think it
appear
was
anymore.
you said it and then it's on that person and then you can use a bonus action at the beginning of your turn to move it, was my understanding.
Let's see. As an instant action at the start of the round, can nominate a visible target. For the rest of the round, they're treated as if they're...
For the rest of the round.
For the rest of the
Then I can-
round.
Okay. So yeah, they can.
So you would have to reapply it to them
Whatever.
at the beginning of next round, but you can't see them. So
Sure. So they duck down with someone standing directly behind them.
they don't understand what's going on, and
Sure.
also see a bunch of people with guns get up on the side.
That's right.
They're taking cover. But that is what's going to happen. You don't see what else happens behind there. Micah, it's now your go.
Okay, so we've got a few different colors of pawns out here. Am I able to tell who's what as far as like inquisitors, more elite guards, and like normal people?
You get the sense that the person that you just locked eyes with and then ducked down was an inquisitor.
Okay.
You actually make a wisdom notice check for me, please.
Yeah, Micah is choking right now. 3.
You're trying to gauge, like, I know that it's going to be Goose and Wyvern, who are the two people that we ran into, one of which is Skye, the other which is this Goose.
We're calling him Goose.
Duck, Goose.
Is Goose the one who ducked? It was just saying that for a pun. You don't
It's a
actually have to
no.
answer that.
Just saying that for a pun.
Jeff made a face like the answer was yes. Go on.
You
go on.
can't tell, like, you
No.
know, one is male, one is female. You can't tell from their form which is which right now.
Totally.
So you can't tell whether that's Skye or whether that is Goose. As for everyone else that you can see on the deck right now, they just seem to be pretty standard silence operatives. You would expect that the last one of the primes is probably one of the people driving the boat or overseeing things. So it's likely with the Inquisitor in the bridge.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've just gotten up on the side of the boat. For now, Micah's gonna use her action to take that frantic stem and get juiced up and ready to rumble.
Using all of the stems today.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I love drugs. Okay, so that one, yeah, using an action to apply it, 1 system strain, and I effectively get an extra turn at the end of every round for 1d4 plus 1 rounds.
Yeah.
And I take a little bit of damage any round where I take a second action.
Yeah. It was that fancy thing that Ernst Restikov was trying to use, but just got immediately destroyed.
Yes, he did.
Okay, well, I got a pretty good roll on that, so I'm going to have that effect for 4 rounds in total.
Okay.
Nice.
And so that's my action. I'm not going to move for now, but at the end of this round, when everyone is already gone, I will get another turn.
Cool.
Okay. We got Claire up now. And Claire is going to take a shot at the guy in front as well, just to try and knock him down. This guy did not have a good day. That is a total of 17. 17 hits.
Hooray.
Claire is rolling 2d6. The mag pistol. It's a total of 10 damage. He's dead.
Hell yeah. Get him.
She gets up. This man kind of gets shot by Alex, seems startled. She shoots him and he falls to the ground. Can you remove the pawn, please? Yeah. I mean, throw him into the water, sure. I'm going to do something for her.
Yep. She's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. She breathes in and breathes out. You can see her hand is shaking a little bit as she runs forward and takes cover. Actually, no, that's going to be like right in the middle of things. She's going to run to where Alex was and kind of actually go around
That's
the side.
me.
That's Nona.
There you go.
She's also going to be underneath the
Cool.
stairs.
Anyone who comes down those stairs.
They're going to get their ankles bit. Bite them.
It's now the red pawn's go, who is dead.
And there's a second one.
And there's a second one who's going to go around.
Cool.
Oh, damn. They went down the other stairs.
I never saw it coming.
They're the closest stairs to them. And they just see a wealth of people. And what are they going to do? They're going to take out their combat rifle and they're going to take a shot at probably one of the other pawns. So of Isis, Kynon, and Zuri. Let's see which one they're going to attack. They're attacking Kynon.
What's Kynon do again?
He's a bioscion.
Cool.
It doesn't matter. They miss.
Protect the healers.
Okay. Then it is the purple ones go. They are going to try and disengage as they don't understand what the hell is happening with this shadow man. And they're
Is
going
the
to...
shadow man me?
Yes.
Okay. Just being clear, like no other mysterious people are teleporting in or...
No,
any of
yeah.
that.
It is like a shadow image of you
Cool.
with a sword.
Yeah.
The sword.
Cool.
When
and
Tribbles are around, you've got to ask.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
they are going to move up to that corner there and take up. But
Yeah.
No. Jeff.
Jeff,
no.
Oh, okay.
Jump down.
It's fine. It had a cap on. And they are also going to take cover. So right now, the green and purple pawn are both squatted behind the console of the bridge. You all are unable to see them. I would probably describe them as having total cover.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do that. They're not prone, though.
Yeah. They're just
Sure,
stuck in.
just a little visual thing for us to remember that we can't see them.
Yeah. And they did a fighting withdrawal so they wouldn't get attacked. And so that was their turn. And now we're on the blues, who are mostly okay with their positions. This one over here hears gunfire and is going to move to the corner of that cargo, up 2 more spaces.
No, up by
Up.
Jeff's.
You
Jeff's-
got to stop saying
To the
Towards
left.
me.
To your left.
Towards me.
Good Lord. This one or the next one?
That's it.
Okay.
And they are
Clearly you understand.
Yes, Jeff is very egocentric. Up is up for him.
the sun revolves around me. And they're gonna take a bunch of shots. I'm gonna freaking choose. Let's see. Nona has a weird ass sword, so 2 of them are gonna shoot at Nona.
As well, you should.
And the other 2 are gonna shoot at some of the closer members. So I'm gonna roll for each of those again. That's one against Zuri. It's another against Zuri. So 2 against Zuri, 2 against Nona. First one against Nona. No, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
12 doesn't hit, right?
12 does not hit.
The 20?
20
One?
will hit. A 21 will hit.
All right. I'll roll for damage in a bit. And the 2 against Zuri. 13 does not hit. 22 will hit, though. All right. So this first one is against you, Nona. They're rolling a d12.
Bring
This
it,
guy here.
son.
Nona, you take a total of 3 damage.
That was not what I was expecting.
They're the weak ones.
I love that. For
They're the
us.
grunts. Oh my god. Zuri takes 12 damage.
No.
He's fine.
Um
Oh, he's dead.
Zuri's not looking good.
Cool.
Freya.
Freya, shoot
Drugs.
the thing. We've got like a lot of integrity right now.
Mm-hmm.
Arguable.
Do we really?
Okay, Kainan. So Zuri is clipped and is clipped hard, probably right in their shoulder. They drop to one knee. Kainan comes over to them and provides a little bit of healing, as that is something that they are able to do.
Good.
Not a whole lot, though. That is a total of 3 healing.
Seriously, though, could we get Freya to shoot them?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have them move basically at the end of things,
Sounds great.
and then so that's Kainan, Zuri, and Isis. They're going to move up. They're probably going to try and move a little bit closer. So they're going to basically move as a group and try and flank. So can you just have them move towards the 3 white pawns?
Mm-hmm.
Move them towards that blue pawn.
Okay, so each 2 squares this way?
Yeah. And Isis will be next to them and be taking a swing. Zuri is taking cover. Isis is taking a swing. Isis hits with her. She doesn't have an I-beam. Isis just has like a broadsword. Probably one that's like, if it wasn't made of a telekinetic armory, would be like too big to wield, like a buster sword almost.
Yeah, and she goes for a slightly different aesthetic, but the same heart is there, the same roots of having something that's too dang big.
I have the rifle. What was the damage for your melee? It's
Yeah,
like
for
1d8?
a large melee weapon is a D10 plus 1. No, it's just a D10 and then plus telekinesis skill.
Yep.
Or wait, no, it's D10 plus 1 plus con or wisdom, whichever is your modifier. That's what it is.
Yep. Okay. So that blue took a total of 8 damage. And they're shaky, but they're still up. Freya. So what does Freya have? You're giving me things for Freya to do. Actually, you control Freya. You tell Freya what to do.
Okay, great. Yeah, we've got kind of a motley assortment of drugs. So yeah, let's give an integrity to Zuri. So for Freya, that's going to be an int pilot or program check plus her attack bonus. Oh, wait, no. That's to hit an enemy. If it's an ally, it hits automatically. So as long as the drone is within 10 meters, she can just apply integrity.
All right, cool. I guess do that then.
Yep. And so that is going to be, was it 2d6 plus 2? So Zuri gets a whole 7. 7
That
HP back.
Zuri's looking a lot better, but the wound that they have is still visible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I realized, Micah, did we skip you? I think I may have skipped you.
Yeah,
No, well,
because the second action.
yeah, if everybody has gone in the round now once, then I get to go again.
Oh, that is true.
Okay, great.
Right, because you took the frantic. I see.
Yeah, so delayed that for a little bit more juice now. And I think so. These are doors that go further downstairs, right?
That is correct.
Kind of right in the middle, underneath where the drivers are standing.
Oh, shoot. Actually, I realized something. So as Kainan attempted to heal Zuri, you see... Yeah. How much damage is that? It's this. You see a lot of pain on his face as the metadimensional energy really seems like he needs to push through. And as he tries to push it through his arms, you hear him grunt in pain.
Cool.
Took 5 damage doing that.
To heal 3.
Yeah. And
Cool.
so he's realizing that...
Maybe don't do that again.
Not doing that again.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay. Well, I think...
Actually, he gets a mental saving throw. I apologize.
That's all right. First time using
Need
this.
to read the rules. He failed.
Okay, cool.
All
Done.
right.
Go.
So it is. Great. Micah's gonna, I think, toss a flashbang,
Cool.
which I have got one of.
Mm-hmm.
And so is that an evasion save for everybody?
I believe that's right.
In what range?
And excellent question.
I think it's 10 meters.
Should've
I
pulled
think
this
it's
up
basically
earlier.
a reflavored frag
It
grenade.
is. It is a reflavored grenade.
So I think it's within 10 meter, within 5 meters.
Oh, it's within 5 meters?
So like a
Let's do
10
that
meter
then.
radius. But you also need
Or
to,
diameter.
yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. 5 meter radius, 10 meter
Okay,
diameter.
which is 4 squares here. So never mind. That's a little smaller than I thought. In that case, I'm going to start heading through those doors to get downstairs.
Okay. How far can you move?
So it's my normal movement, which is 10 meters. So 4 squares. Does that get me like inside?
Yeah, so you doing that will take you basically here. That is what this little area here is for.
Okay. So I wouldn't, yeah. Okay. So if I'm still just kind of right on the other side of the doors, then I'm also going to shoot at this guard over there.
So you're going to be on the... All right. Can you
I
put
think
yourself
shoot
here?
and then move.
Fine. I'll shoot and then move.
Okay.
I didn't know I was going to be utterly on a different map.
Yeah, you are under kind of like the ship.
Okay.
So we have a secondary kind of map that is for the hull of the ship.
Got
So
So I will shoot and then go because I'm taking another action. I take 2 damage from my drugs.
and you're hitting. You're trying to hit this closest one to you, the closest blue.
Had they been hit before?
No.
No.
Okay.
I think the only ones who have been hit before are maybe that one on the corner. The other one is dead.
Okay. Then yes, the one that's close to me.
Okay, roll to hit. I am going to give them partial cover since they are kind of like crouched behind this like waist high little opening.
Okay.
So it -2 to your roll.
Well, that wasn't going to hit anyways. I rolled a 4 on the die,
Okay.
which is 13. I'm assuming that does not hit.
No.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to move you now to the
Yes.
second one.
Do it.
And now I need to draw all of these things. So one moment, because you are now in the bowels of the ship.
Yeah. And just to clarify, because this wasn't completely clear, but me using the armory that's already been conjured up doesn't provoke whatever the Inquisitor is doing, right?
That is correct. Yeah. It's only new activations of abilities.
Sweet.
The 6 square wide room has 6.
What?
6 people in it.
I have finished putting things up.
Okay,
Um,
I'm bad at math. This is everybody, right? What we were expecting. That's a total of 12 people.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That is a total of 12 people. You have, well, you did have a total of 8
One's
on
in the
deck.
water.
There's currently only 7. One is bleeding out. And you have 4
That
below
is-
deck.
Actually, a very important question. Can we prevent them from dying or are they dead?
You can if you want. He's been dying for rounds now, and it's going to get exponentially harder to save him.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't gotten an action since he started dying.
Yeah. If you want, we can take a look at that.
Okay.
Mortally wounded creature at 0 hit points will die in no more than 6 rounds. You have 6 rounds.
Okay.
You have no special medical tools available at all. The difficulty of the check is 10, plus the number of rounds that has passed since the target went down. It's a dex heal or an int heal. If you do have a medical kit or other proper trauma tools, the difficulty is 8. And if you have a Lazarus patch, the difficulty is 6 plus the time. So you have 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Would you like us to keep him there in order to maybe save his life?
I'm the wrong person to be doing this, but also...
You know what? Put it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. So Micah went downstairs all by herself, and she sees a total of 10 people in the hold of this. You see a stack of boxes. Additionally, you see the underside of the big doors that are in the hull of the ship that swing open to open up towards the cargo hold itself. A couple of boxes are strewn around. You see 2 standard silence operatives, 1 prime. They have the markings of a prime silence operative, and then 1 inquisitor who is closest to the 6 remaining hostages. The inquisitor is dressed in their standard combat attire, face mask, and all, so you can't necessarily see them, but I will give it to you that this appears to be a man.
All right. Noted. So as I just come through there, is there anywhere for me to like crouch down for partial cover, or am I just kind of out in the open for all these people to see?
You are currently like around a wall.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
There's a little, so you entered into a foyer area, and then on either side of this is stairs down into the cargo bay itself. You took a peek around and you saw this, but I will say that because of the firing and hearing the door, these folks are now aware that you are there, but they're not going to act this round. They'll act next round.
Okay, yeah. So I know they're there. They know I'm there, but we can't see each other actually.
Yeah.
Well, this is also the end of the round, right?
That is correct.
Cool.
Great.
We are at the top of the round again. It is now Alex's go.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot across to this person who's on the other side from the 3 others, the 3 tagalongs.
Yep.
I guess we're the tagalongs here, but it feels like this is really us. This is really our mission. Wait, no, I rolled damage too early, but that's fine because it's a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. And I am going to keep moving around this way. 4.
Okay. Also flanking.
Yes.
Nona, it is now your go.
Okay. Well, I can't. My movement, if I was also trying to go below deck, would take me to the exact square that Micah is currently occupying, as I understand it. So I'm going to. Can I open those doors? Yeah, the big cargo bay doors.
You would expect if there were controls to that, they would be in the bridge.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess since I'm the only non-psychic on our team, then I will go upstairs.
Okay. So how far are
I
you
can
going
only
to be
make
moving?
it. I can't make it in the door.
Okay.
Like,
But you
I can
could
make
peek
it up
into
to-
the door and theoretically see what is going on in there.
Perfect. Let's do that.
All right. So Nona, you move up to the top stairs
Yes, please.
and you see basically 2 people who are currently squatted up against the glass looking outward. Are you trying to be quiet with this like little peek?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm going to attack them now.
All right, cool.
Yep. All right. I take 4 damage.
And once more shadow Nonas appear next to both of them and they're like, what the? And Nona takes a swipe.
Are they okay? I'm interested in attempting to try and provoke them to use their powers on me because one of these is an inquisitor, right?
Yes. How are you doing that?
I mean, I'm doing weird shit and hoping they think it's psychic powers.
I think, one of them doesn't know what the hell's going on, so they're not going to be able to do it. The only thing is the Inquisitor, and I'm going to give them a roll to see if they understand what's happening. Yeah. The Inquisitor seems unfazed. Well, that's not necessarily true.
They know it's not psychic stuff, but now we're just more confused.
Yeah. Can you actually make an intelligence or wisdom notice check for me, please?
Thing. 10.
Okay. you see them locking in on the sword itself. It seems that they are aware that the sword is what is like doing this, and not necessarily some weird projection from a psychic.
Sounds good.
But you do see confusion in their face as well.
I can see their face.
No.
Okay.
Their masked face.
Their masked face.
I get the head tilt.
You get like
of
a head
confused
and their bearing.
golden
You get
retriever.
you get a head tilt.
Cool. Great.
That's what a 10 gets
Yeah.
you.
Beautiful. I attack both of them.
Okay. They're not prone, they're crouching, so you don't necessarily get advantage on them, but you do get to attack both of them
Cool.
with these shadow.
I've already taken my damage and I've already rolled to hit. I have a 25 to hit. So I'm guessing that's going to hit both of them.
That is going to hit both of them.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's a little late to say this now. One of them, the Inquisitor, is clearly a woman.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Micah's got the first mission covered. I'm going for the tertiary one. I've decided.
Kill her sister.
No.
I know.
Oh, not good. 5 damage to each.
That was not as scary as the last one.
That's right. Because I rolled a 2 on the die.
Hold on. Purple might be dead. Give me a sec. Purple. He's not looking good. Purple is like actively bleeding, whereas you can tell this is a prime silence operative. They have like the insignia to back that up.
So we have. Okay.
The Inquisitor is also not looking great, but is looking a lot better than the prime operative right now.
Okay. Can I speak to them?
Yeah, that's a free action.
Cool. I'm going to say, hello, I would very much not want to kill you right now, but I will if I have to. Please stop what you're doing.
I'm going to give them a morale check. I don't do this very often. Prime operative does not seem to be phased. Makes sense. Sometimes, you just like how the dice
The
land.
dice just want to tell a story.
You see the Inquisitor, who had both like a mag rifle on their person, kind of like strapped around their shoulder, but also some kind of strange melee weapon that seems to project from their armor. They retract that and put their hands up and just say, okay, yeah, no, that's totally cool. Totally cool. Meanwhile, the prime officer kind of like looks over.
What the
at
hell,
that.
man?
Yeah, basically. You were supposed to be the best of us.
Can't trust the psychics, man. I don't know what to tell you.
You were supposed to fight the psychics, not join them.
If I were upstairs, but I'm
Yes.
not.
You're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be staying away from this. I got this. Don't worry.
No, but
And
she
now-
just folded like that.
It's now Micah's go.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm right around the corner from all these folks down in the hold.
You throw a grenade.
Well, I was thinking of throwing a flashbang, to be quite honest. Could I, because I'm around the corner and none of us have line of sight with each other, could I use my telekinetic manipulation, grab a flashbang, put it where I want it to go, and then detonate it instead of having to do the whole roll thing? We've done something roughly like that before.
Yes, we have.
But I don't recall like if that would take multiple actions or anything like that. I could just throw
What
it.
is your telekinetic manipulation like? Can you do that as a free action?
It is an action to engage it on an object. And then if I want to maintain it over multiple rounds, that is for free.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd allow this. The only thing is I think I might give them some kind of advantage on a saving throw, because it's not like, oh, I see this thing thrown at me, clink, clink, clink. What is that? They see just a flashbang floating in. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I mean, if it's slightly above the boxes, I was hoping maybe it's harder to get cover, but
It is a flashbang, so they can close their eyes and turn away. That
Always
would
true.
affect their hearing, but it wouldn't necessarily stun them.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, whatever makes sense to you. But I'm going to try and do that. Place it right here above that box, which I think would hit these 3, including the Inquisitor.
Sure. I'm going to give them like a +2 to try and
Checking
do the save.
the power that was put on Micah. Are we done with that now?
Nope.
Okay.
Roll a mental saving throw, please.
Okie dokie. Mental save. I passed.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Nice. Good job.
All right. And so you delicately float this flashbang and just let it hover there. And it goes off in this round, affecting all of the silence operatives, basically everyone down there except for the prisoners as well as the Inquisitor.
Wait, we wanted
I
to
was
target
trying to-
the Inquisitor explicitly.
All except for the green one.
That is the Inquisitor, is the green one.
Oh, I thought it was the purple one.
No,
I've been confused this
the
whole time.
purple one is the prime operative. The one
Okay.
closest to the
Can you get it farther into the room?
15, 20. Yeah, I could get it so it hits those three, including the Inquisitor. Is
Okay.
that kosher?
So it doesn't hit the one closest to you then.
Correct.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's do standard. So red passes, purple passes, and green. Oh, son of a bitch. The one man that I didn't want to get blinded is blinded by the light.
All right.
You see that perhaps it was because he was behind a box and didn't necessarily see what was happening. As he peeks out, the flashbang goes off right there, and the black visor does not seem to help at all. In fact, maybe it makes it worse as he grabs his face and falls to the ground, kind of rolling. He won't be acting this round, but the other operatives in the room are completely fine.
All right. Amazing.
Can you take the action now? Another action now, or
It's at the end of the round specifically. God, I think Micah, has taken this combat stim, so is a little crazed, but I don't think she's stupid enough to just run in when I've got good cover. So I think I'm going to hang tight for now.
okay? Claire's turn now. Oh, Claire, what are you gonna do? Things are spaced up just enough where you are kind of blocking her view into the bridge, so she can't do the whoop 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 whoop. But you will do the whoop 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 on one of the guys out here.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, I will say if I was blocking anybody from looking into where I am, I could also scoot over. I don't know if that's a factor because Nona, you were saying also
Yeah.
with positioning.
Oh, yeah. Do that, and then she'll go inside and help
Okay.
you out.
Is that another door over there?
That is another door. That leads to the other. There's kind of two doors into that foyer area.
Got it.
So she's gonna go basically where you were, Micah, and she's going to look at the prime operative. And I forget always. I need to keep track of how much damage this does. It's like an insane amount of damage.
It's a lot.
Yeah, 66.
66 damage.
Yeah.
Just straight up. No dice rolls required.
No save.
There's about to be a lot of dice that are going to be rolled right now because she's going to do this. They get a saving throw. So first I'm going to do their saving throw. They fail. So now I'm going to do the damage. That's not great. That's a lot better. So that was a total of 21 damage. And how much health do you guys have? Oh, he is down. So the prime operative glances away a flashbang, is like, ha, is that all you got? And then sees Claire and then just immediately crumples to the ground. Unconscious,
But not dead.
but not dead.
Hooray.
But Claire, however, has tried to push through this metadimensional friction. She fails her saving throw.
No, our girl.
It's very rare that I get to do damage to Claire.
Yeah. Crazy that.
It's a total of 10 damage.
Ouch.
And as she pushes through and causes this telepathic assault, you can see that she is straining as there's a lot more sweat that appears on her. And maybe there's like flecks of blood in the sweat.
Ew.
Anyway, ew. It's Red's go now. All of the Reds.
Good luck.
Yeah, one Red doesn't know, like, where'd they go?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to have the one Red go to help their buddy.
Oh,
Where-
yeah.
Yeah.
The one that's down.
The one
and
that's
dying.
down. But we'll take cover from the other. He's going to do a double move. He's not going to be able to help them right now, but they're there.
Cool.
The other two Reds are going to, I think they'll both try and take a shot, but they don't have good shots against you guys. So I'm giving you guys total cover. So like +4 to AC, but it's the best that they can do. One against Claire, one against you. Like
Okay.
Micah, the one against you, Yeah, that's not going to hit. That's a total of 15. Like it was a pretty good roll. Claire, they might do. They roll better. They did not.
Hooray.
So that is the Reds go. It's now the Purples go. One goes to rush you, Nona, like in the door.
Okay.
Oh, wait, they got the freaking thing in front of them. Yeah, they're going to do that anyway,
Got
though.
the freaking thing in front of them.
The Phantom.
Oh,
So
yeah.
roll to hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's not going to do it. That's like a 9.
9 does not hit.
Yep.
And Nona, they take out just a baton because that's all they really have.
Yep.
And move up next to you and take a swing at you. Not going to hit.
Okay.
Trying desperately, but that is all of the Purples go. It's the Blues go now. One of them's kind of tied up. I'm going to have the Blues kind of just try and take care of all of the other psychics. Although they did just see 2 run inside, but you guys are kind of like blocking the doorway right now on either
Blocking with
side.
their iron hard bodies.
Claire's got a shield.
Okay.
She'll be fine.
I guess they're just going to shoot at you, Micah, but again, you have like total cover against them, so they can't do jack shit. Hold on.
Does
Hold
it beat
on.
a 22?
Oh, you have a 22 AC
If you're
right
giving
now?
me +4 for cover, then yes.
That's fair. So they basically need a 20 then. No.
Cool.
All right. And these other 2 are attacking. Well, one's currently in fisticuffs and is going to try and club up against Isis. I'm not even sure they're going to hit. No, they're not going to hit. And the other one's going to try and shoot. It's probably, it's either Zuri or Kainon. So it is Zuri. Zuri gets hit again.
Zuri, no.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, yeah. Another 1d12. It's another 8 damage. Zuri, I think, is going to teleport. Get the hell of away from all of this.
We'll see if they go down by doing so. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's true. They're currently surrounded, Kirsten. What do you want from them?
No, it's fine. I mean, like, yeah.
Like, they have 10 damage.
Yes,
They don't have that
they
much.
ran
damage.
into combat when they were the exit plan. It was find the hostages, get out. And they immediately sprinted for.
All right.
We're fine, whatever.
They're trying to take cover. Anyway, they're going to teleport on top of the bridge.
They're like, it's 3-on-1. We got this. and then it became 1-on-1 with just Zuri. And he was like, oh no.
He saves. He ends up on top of the bridge and is
Ooh,
squatting down.
safe.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, like
on top of
on the
On
roof?
top, like on the roof.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Can we like put him just behind the boat?
Yeah. Just put him
as
behind the boat.
Indication that
Isis,
he didn't build enough
We
layers.
see
into
Zuri
this stuff.
slide off the top of the tower.
and into the propellers.
All right.
Little
grab
bits
on.
of them go teleporting everywhere.
Oh, God.
Isis was unable to hit, but Kainon was able to follow it up.
Love that.
And that blue guy is down. They are now effectively flanking everything. So they are basically where that guy was. Yeah, he's down. They're on top of him. It's fine.
So going around this.
Yeah, to your right, 2 squares, and then next to that one. Perfect.
Yay. Communication.
They're playing their own little game of like Snake.
It's going all the way around, taking the long road.
It is now the second Inquisitor's turn, but the second Inquisitor is blinded by the light and can't do jack shit.
Hehe.
Okay.
Micah, is there anything? 1, you can control Freya, and 2, you can do your frantic.
Okay, yeah. So Zuri's moved quite a bit. I know we did just like hand wave a little bit what the positioning of the drone is, but they've moved very far away. So I'm not sure, or actually I'm quite sure it wouldn't be able to shoot them now if it was able to stim them before over here, because there's a range of 10 meters to fire and you can't move and shoot in the same round. So
Cool. I would still say if you could focus on them, because our primary plan involves them not going down.
Totally. So yeah, if Freya doesn't have anything better to do, we can definitely move the drone 30 meters in.
Freya could definitely take a pot shot at any of the people currently on the deck.
Okay, what's their sightline on Zuri look like right now?
Zuri teleported and then dropped to the ground, so they cannot see him.
Okay.
Them.
Great. So in that case, yeah, I think it makes sense for Freya to fire on someone and try and clean up these folks on top. So let's say who's been injured, and I guess one of the blues.
Zuri's been injured. I
don't think
everybody else is.
Yeah,
everyone else is peachy keen.
Yeah, you can shoot the guy who's trying to help his friend.
Kainon took some damage.
Don't shoot the guy who's trying to help his friend.
Kainon
shoot the friend.
Just really get him while he's down. Kick him while he's
vulnerable. I mean, okay.
I'm pretty sure that was a strat in World War II where you would shoot like a soldier and then try and get people to.
Yeah, some say strats, some say war crime.
That is fucked up, but it is effective. Okay, yeah, let's shoot the red one.
Okay.
All right.
I do not have the sniper rifle information here.
I think you have like that
I
was
have a
your
super
sniper
cool
rifle.
sniper rifle.
I thought you gave that one to Freya to use.
So it's a +2 on whatever Freya's base stat to shoot is.
Yeah,
which
it's not great.
No.
Yeah, her attack bonus is not amazing.
Oh, you're gonna roll for
her?
You should probably roll for her. Her attack is +1.
Cool. That's not going to do it.
Not going to do it.
Okay.
Should stick to using the drone. Why did we put her on a sniper rifle?
Because she is not combat.
Yeah.
She's not a combat person.
Yeah, why did we give her a gun?
Because you're like, well, you could help somehow.
Yep.
Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to use my frantic round. This is the second one. And I'm going to peek around the corner and try and shoot the blinded Inquisitor.
All right.
Do I have any kind of advantage to doing that? Or it's just they lost the last round?
I'm going to say that they also are no longer... So they have a box in between you, but I think they're blinded right now, so they are unable to like effectively take cover. So I'll remove that cover from them.
Okay, great.
So it's just a standard attack roll.
All right, that's a 21.
That hits.
And that is going to be for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm also, for taking that additional action, going to take 3 more damage myself.
Okay.
Yep. And that's that.
And so we find ourselves in the middle of a firefight. Claire and Micah are below deck against a blinded Inquisitor and 2 silence operatives with a row of hostages. We have 2 people taken down above deck. The group is effectively surrounded. And it seems that the Inquisitor in the bridge has given up. And we will figure out what happens to the rest of this combat next time.
All right.
Yay.
So gnarly.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'm glad Zuri made it all the way to the top of the roof.
Yeah.
But there is a chance that like Noda sees just like their top half draped over, like kind of popping down over the window. And they just scoop back. Man,
Breaks the glass.
it's been some tough luck there.
They're really picking on him. They were rolling really well against him.
Yeah. They've been picking on them.
So,
I've been rolling the die to see who they targeted, and pretty consistently it's been like
It's been Zuri.